This is a +1 Astral Barrage. Get out of here. I'm surprised he even lived. Is that AV or is that he just happened to live because I got a low roll? That was a +1 boosted one. It's for knockoff, I don't care. The Indeed did its job, that's fine. He gets his ties to Rocky Helmet anyways. The only one standing is the CALYREX, kinda ironic. Spawn's way too damn good. Alright, what's up everybody, back with some more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Regulation G VGC. We got a really cool team around CALYREX-SHADOW Rider. This is the mon that everybody's been dreading coming back with the Regulation G format and the one restricted being allowed. I don't even know why this thing's even allowed. If I'm being real with you guys, I was hoping they would actually ban CALYREX-SHADOW Rider and CALYREX Ice Rider form or whatever the other variant is. There's one that's special, which is this one, and the other one's a really slow, like physical version with an ice typing. So I was hoping both of those would get banned. Unfortunately, they're not banned. So I fully expect this thing probably to be like probably the best thing you're going to be preparing for, like the majority of your matches, especially like going into Regulation G, starting it out, and as it goes forward with people getting more adapted to what's being ran and like being able to build better teams for what's currently being used, you're going to see CALYREX on like the majority of your teams are going to have like some of the top usage alongside like probably Flutter Mane, probably Miraidon, and a few others. So those of you guys that hate CALYREX just like I do, prepare to be going against it a lot because it's going to be on like the majority of your teams, unfortunately, and it's going to be one of those things that really restricts your team building. You got to have an answer for it, otherwise you just get fucking swept, unfortunately, for both forms. The other one's a little bit less common because it requires Trick Room and it's kind of slow, but this one here is just fucking crazy. It's a team by Omicron124. I think we actually featured one of their teams recently, about a month or so ago on the channel, if you guys missed it. So that was back in Regulation F, I think it was, or like towards the start of Regulation F. I should have a pokepaste for this team down below if you guys want to use it. Rental code up in the corner, kind of go run through this team real quick. So the team actually has Tailwind and Trick Room, so it's kind of a hybrid of both speed tiers, which I think is kind of cool. And you got the Clear Amulet Gallade, which actually has some really cool stuff like the Trick Room with the Wide Guard as well. I think Wide Guard going into Regulation G is one of those things that's going to be really mandatory to have. Whether it's on a Smeargle or whether you're running like a user that actually learns Wide Guard, I think it's going to be one of those things you kind of want to have on a lot of your teams, because there's a lot of spread moves. Kyogre, Groudon, CALYREX mainly. There's a bunch of other stuff. Kieran, Black and White. I think they both get Blizzard and like dual spread moves. There's a few other things that run like some crazy stuff. I think there's going to be stuff that runs like Heat Wave and some of the stuff that has like really crazy spread moves. So Wide Guard's going to be one thing you're going to want to have on your team. Unfortunately, if you guys actually go on Showdown and look like whatever learns Wide Guard currently that's in the game, at least up until this point, there are not many good Wide Guard users, which kind of sucks. So I think one of the best ones is probably Gallade, but even then Gallade's kind of more of a mid-type mon. It's not bad, but like it's more mid, especially going into Regulation G with like the power creep and all the stats. There's not many really good Wide Guard users, unless you use like Smeargle, but even then, like Smeargle you're just using for one thing at that point, so, and it can kind of be exploited pretty easily, so especially with a lot of this stuff like turning up in like the speed, like the speed's going up considerably with a lot of the higher speed stuff being ran with a lot of legendaries. So I don't know, gonna be kind of weird going against. Got the CALYREX with the Focus Sash, mainly because you're 4 times weak to Ghost, and I think you're also, I'm not sure if you're weak to Bug or if you're neutral to Bug, but like pretty much has really bad defenses. You can kind of throw a rock at it and it'll do a fuck ton of damage, but it'll probably one-shot you in return before you're able to do anything to it, and that's kind of the main problem. Plus, if it gets a kill, then you get a free boost, you get a +1 special attack boost, and it's just able to run away with the game so easily. Scarfer Shifu with this team, and then you got the Covert Cloak Whimsicott with the Tailwind, Helping Hand Encore. Has Energy Ball, which is kind of interesting. I think that's mainly because this team kind of wanted grass coverage, mainly for like Kyogre and probably Groudon, a few other things that are kind of weak to grass that are going to be pretty common. Got the Blood Moon Ursaline with a Life Orb, kind of just standard build. Same with the Indeedee with the Rocky Helmet. It's more of a supportive set with the throws up to terrain for the Expanding Force spam. So without further ado, let's hop into some matches with this team. Alright, we are here with the game. Opponent's running like a Regulation F team, but he still has a pretty good chance to maybe win. We'll see how it goes. He's really weak to CALYREX, so I can tell you that right now. He is incredibly weak to CALYREX. I think what I do here is I lead CALYREX. I lead CALYREX, Whimsicott, like what does he do? I have no idea. Especially being that I'm Focus Sash. I don't know, I think we can maybe just get a CALYREX sweep here, y'all. I'm not going to say it outright because he has some answers, maybe, because if the Plipper has Wide Guard, he can kind of shut me down, but apart from the Plipper, I don't know what he really has here. I'll bring the Urshifu in case he wants to bring Rain for me, that'd be great. He's running Poliwrath too, which is really unique. I don't know if I want to bring Ursaluna here. I guess Ursaluna ain't too bad in the back, I'll bring it. Especially with Mind's Eye, I'm able to hit the Sinistcha for neutral damage. Just like the videos, leave a like, subscribe, share the video. It really helps out the channel, lets me know you guys are enjoying the videos, and I'll keep on trying to bring you guys away. At least with the start of Regulation G, I'm going to try to bring you guys daily uploads. As long as I have enough teams to feature and I'm motivated enough to try to at least have enough time and try to edit everything in like a timely fashion to be able to upload for you guys daily. I'm going to try to. I'm going to really try to. It's going to be really difficult, but I'm going to fucking try. He does have Plipper. That makes me wonder if he actually has Wide Guard. That's kind of interesting here. I'm kind of I know, I think he probably has Wide Guard. I have a feeling he has Wide Guard here. I'm actually double into Plipper here. If the Raging Bolt wants to set up, that's fine. I don't really give a shit because I have Encore here, so I don't really care. I'm just going to double into Plipper. There's the Wide Guard, that's what I thought. I'm glad I never went for, what was it, the fucking Expanding Forest or Astral Barrage. That does nothing though, why does that do anything? Energy Ball does more than Draining Kiss, that is really weird. Yes, Snarl. Okay. I mean, I guess that's probably because I never went Terra. If I really wanted to, I should probably went Terra here. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go Terra Fairy here, because that way I can live a Snarl. I'm going to kill the Plipper here with the Draining Kiss. I could lock him into Snarl with an Encore here if I really wanted to, which I think I'm going to. He's going to withdraw, okay. To the Incineroar to get the Intimidate off, okay. We're gonna see, I think Encore should outspeed Thunderclap because I'm faster than him and I have Prankster. So I think that'll actually outspeed him. Well, hopefully that's the case. Because if he goes for Thunderclap here, I think I'd die. Okay, there's the Encore, that's good. I don't really give a shit if he keeps going for Snarl. I really don't. It's -1, but like there's a fucking CALYREX that does nothing actually. I don't know, is CALYREX really this weak, or is it just because I'm not spamming Astral Barrage? Or my opponents might just be running some really bulky stuff. That's maybe what it is. I think what I do on this next turn, now I'm going to actually switch. I'm going to switch out here. He's locked in, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to swap onto the Urshifu. He set up the Rain for me, which is really handy as well. I could go for Tailwind here, which I might do. I'm going to go for Tailwind on this turn. The worst case scenario here is if he predicts me switching out and he doesn't go for Fake Out, or he predicts me going for some other, I don't even know what else he predicts me to go for, but he doesn't go for Fake Out and he just goes for like Knockoff. He doesn't Fake Out, okay. I don't know if he realizes because he's a Dark type I can't go for Prankster, I can't go for Prankster Encore on him, but I'm glad I got my Tailwind up. That's great. That's really good. So he's Encored in for, I think, another turn, so. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to go right out into the Ursaluna on this turn. Ursaluna is great for Raging Bolt, so. He's Encored in too, so like what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go for Surging Strikes. If he wants to switch out into whatever he has, he can. Unless he's like Water Absorb. He might be Water Absorb Poliwrath, but like judging he's running Rain, he's probably not. So if he has Sinistcha, he might switch to Sinistcha in here. But I'm just going to go for Earth Power on the Raging Bolt here. Yes, he might have Sinistcha on the back. Either that, he goes into Pelipper. Wow, what a play. Predicting the Earth Power and going into the Pelipper. What a mad lad. My opponent's playing really good. I'll give him that. He's playing incredibly well. He's playing really, really well. That makes it so he's able to get a free switch back into the Raging Bolt, and he's able to go for Thunderclap. That's what, oh, he actually has the Sinistcha instead, so. I don't know how I feel about that. Let's say he's like Rocky Helmet. He could be Rocky Helmet, actually. I'm not sure, though. I really want to keep the Calyrex around. I really do. I could swap into it right here, though, because I don't know what he really even does to me. I'm going to go into the Calyrex. Going to the Calyrex here. I think he actually just goes for, if he goes for a Wide Guard here, that could be kind of an issue, but I'm just going to go for Blood Moon. If he goes for Rage Powder, that's fine. I can get a shit ton of damage onto him. It's Hurricane. I don't think I live. Yeah, I don't live that, so. Blue's the Calyrex, which kind of sucks. I don't know if it really matters that much, though, because he has Raging Bolt. I think from this range, a Thunderclap would take me out, so I don't think it matters too much. Oh, he has Trick Room. Oh, okay, well, now that's a problem. I don't know, I'm in a really bad spot here because I'm Choice Scarfed. And like if he goes for Rage Powder, like I lock myself into close combat here, like I'm just fucked. So I don't know, I think what I do here is I'm gonna U-turn. U-turn's a neutral play, so I think he just goes for Rage Powder here. If he's Calm Mind, he sets up and wins. And then I'm gonna go try to Earth Power. I could Earth Power, but I think he's gonna go for Rage Powder here. I'm just gonna go for Hyper Voice. And he's Terra Fairy. So now I wish I would have locked myself into the Surging Strikes, because I would have got a solid amount of damage on him. Wow, why does that do so much? Oh, because of the crit. Yeah, I think I lose here. There's no way I win this. Because I died at Life Orb because of the crit now, so. Yeah, there's no way I win. Well, that sucks, because I think the main reason why my opponent was just able to have such an upper hand is because I wasn't able to spam Astral Barrage. So this team gets fought. Yeah, she's Rocky Helmet, Sinistcha, like I said earlier too. I wouldn't be surprised. And it ended up being that. So this team is really, if they have somebody with like Wide Guard, this team is really weak to Wide Guard. It prevents the Calyrex from doing what it wants to do, and that's just click buttons and get kills and just freely sweep the game. And that was kind of the main problem, because if you didn't have the Pelipper there with Wide Guard, I would have just fucking swept the guy. That was the one thing that was kind of preventing me from doing my job. Kind of sucks. He played really well there, though. My opponent played really, really good. There was a few things I maybe could have changed there, but overall he played really, really well. Kind of sucks, but gotta look out for Wide Guard going forward. That was kind of a fluke win there, because just mainly because they had Wide Guard. So Alright, we're here with another game. One has the Flutter Mane, Iron Hands, Iron Boulder, really interesting. Chien-Pao, Indeedee, and Tyranitar. What do I even do here? I think I just lead CALYREX. I lead CALYREX here. I lead CALYREX and Indeedee. That way he's not able to sucker punch me and he's not able to go for any priority like fake out onto me. I could also go for Trick Room here, but he's also probably running like a hybrid Trick Room on his team. Ursaluna is really solid here. It ain't too bad versus him. Comes down what other like last mod I really want to bring here. Gallade ain't too bad here either, which I think I'm going to try to bring. I'm going to try to bring the Gallade. It comes down to what he brings. I don't know if he brings Chien-Pao or if he goes like the Trick Room route with like Tyranitar and Indeedee. Or if he brings Flutter Mane or not as well, so. Because like with Expanding Force, like I'm assuming he probably brings Tyranitar because he sees CALYREX. Yeah, there's Tyranitar. He just leads both double dark type too. He's like, oh yeah, I see CALYREX, I'm bringing all my dark types. So the good thing here is though, like I have my terrain. So the Chien-Pao here is not able to sucker punch me to death. And I also have Terra Fairy, so I'm just able to go for Draining Kiss. I think that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to go for Terra Fairy. Go Terra Fairy, Draining Kiss. Onto the, actually, I don't know if it really pays going for doubling into him here, because if he has Ice Spinner, he can get rid of my terrain on this turn. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually just going to go for Draining Kiss. If he's Weakness Palsy too, that could be a bit of a problem. I'm just going to go Draining Kiss into the Chien-Pao here. And then I'm going to Dazzling Gleam, because I think he's probably Sash. Usually, if you're running Chien-Pao, usually you're running Focus Sash. At least that's still the most common. Yeah, he just goes for Sucker Punch, but he forgets about the terrain. That's really weird because he's also running terrain on his own team. So does he not know how terrain actually works? He's not even Sash. Okay. He's not even Focus Sash. What is he running? Focus Sash Iron Boulder then? I get that free +1 special attack boost. I eat the knockoff because I'm Fairy type. Wow, what a crazy turn one. He's not Weakness Policy either, so now I'm at +1. So like now whatever he brings in is gonna be taking a shit ton of damage from Draining Kiss or even like Astral Barrage. He has Iron Boulder. Unless your choice Scarf, you're not outspeeding me though. Oh, he has actually Booster. Is he Booster Speed? He is. That's interesting. Does Booster Speed Iron Boulder outspeed me? That's really interesting. I'm curious to see. I think what I do here is I'm just going to Protect, though. I'm going to Protect. Actually, I could Follow Me here, too, because I forgot to have Follow Me. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to Astral Barrage. I don't know if it'll actually take out the Tyranitar, but it should one-shot the Iron Boulder. And then I'm just going to Follow Me here. Not really too worried about the Tyranitar either. I got stuff for that still. Unless he goes Terra. What Terra are you? You're Terra Flying, so now you're going to be taking neutral damage from this. I don't think you want to eat this, bud. Don't think you want to eat this, unless he has Earthquake. Maybe that's what he's trying to do. He's going for a Speed Booster Earthquake. Mighty Cleave, I'm eating that. Take that Rocky Helmet damage, bud. This is a +1 Astral Barrage. Get out of here. I'm surprised he even lived. Is that AV or is that he just happened to live because I got a low roll? That was a +1 boosted one. It's for knockoff, I don't care. The Indeedee did its job, that's fine. He gets his ties to Rocky Helmet anyways. The only one standing is the CALYREX, kinda ironic. Spawn's way too damn good. I think I just win here anyways. Like, it depends what his last mon is. Pagonia. Oh, that's the Flare main, but you're not speed boost though, so I outspeed you. I just outspeed him here, so I just Astral Barrage and I think I just one-shot him, unless he's Sash. If he's Sash, he can maybe live here, but then he just dies to Sandstorm anyways. Get out of here. CALYREX, if it's able to just snowball the game, it just runs out of control, like there's nothing you can do. Incredibly good mod. You gotta be able to, like, get it snowballing, though. At least in these first two games. Last game, I was just really unlucky. I want to get somebody that had wide guard, but this match, as long as I was able to get it snowballing, especially with, like, the clutch Terra Fairy there, I kind of just ran away with the game. He didn't have anything for me. Same with his Chien-Pao not being focus sash, which was really weird. He went for Sucker Punch under terrain, and he wasn't even sash, so I don't know, that misplay turn 1 kind of cost him there too. That put him so behind in the match. Kind of his own fault though, he made that play. Oh, there you guys, one more game. Alright, here's another match. My opponent's running like a Regulation F team with some really cool stuff. He has Rillaboom, Incineroar, Frigoraph, Flutter Mane, Gyarados, and Umbreon, which is really cool. I think actually he brings Umbreon here. He brings... If you see a CALYREX in the team preview, you just bring all your dark types. That's why the CALYREX are all just going to run Terra Fairy. I think that's what's going to be the most common thing to get around all the darks. So I think he brings Incineroar and Umbreon here 100%. So how do I want to capitalize on that? I think Urshifu, Scarf Urshifu is pretty good here. Urshifu, I think... I don't know if I want to lead Urshifu because he could have Incineroar here. I think what I'm going to bring is Ursaluna, Whimsicott. I think that's my lead here. I'll bring the Urshifu in the back, which looks solid into him, then I'll bring the CALYREX here. It's going to be an even matchup because he does have some stuff that seems kind of bad against. He's kind of able to intimidate spam me if he really wants to. You know, he does lead Incineroar, so that's why I didn't want to lead with Urshifu there, because I thought that's what he'd probably do. So, I'm going to Earth Power here. I think he just fakes me out, if I'm being real. I think that's what he does. I can't really do anything to him here. The Whimsicott's actually kind of useless, because I can't do anything because he has Armor Tail, which is kind of unfortunate here. I don't know, I can't really do shit. That's kind of the shitty thing here. I'm going to try to go for damage, I guess. I don't want to switch out either in case I catch a knockoff. Can I get a special defense drop? No, I don't. He doesn't even set up Trick Room. Okay. It's fine by me. He's an offensive Frigoraph, I guess, so he might not have Trick Room. Just a flinch, though, which sucks. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to double into the Frigoraph. That's what I'm going to do here. I don't know if it depends what he's running on his Frigoraph. Like, if he's running speed, he might outspeed the Ursaluna here. But I'm just going to Energy Ball. I think Energy Ball plus a Blood Moon from this range should kill. Especially if I can get a special defense drop here off the Energy Ball. I don't. He's running speed. Okay, that's not good. He's running a speedy Frigoraph for some... I'm dead. Wow, that's a problem. We're running some really crazy shit tonight. Some really crazy shit. There's a few other matches tonight. Like, at least some of you guys have seen it on, like, bulk recording a bunch of games for you guys. There's a lot of crazy shit on the casual ladder tonight. It's a lot of crazy stuff. And one of them is, like, a really speedy Frigoraph. Really weird. I mean, I'm scarfed here. But, like, it depends what I want to lock myself into. And if he has Flutter Mane, I can't lock myself into Surging Strike, so I'm kind of fucked, especially if he has Gyarados. So like I'm kind of fucked here. What I really want to do. I'm forced to go Terra Fairy. That's one thing I am forced to do here. I'm forced to go Terra. I mean, I'll go after the Frigoraph here, and then I'm going to Terra Fairy, Draining Kiss. I think that's my play. That way I can live a knockoff. I mean, I'm still Sash, so I'd live a knockoff anyways, but that way I'm able to take a lot less damage, so where if he has Rillaboom, he can't come in and just clean me up with Grassy Glide, hopefully. It's going to be a really tough game to win. I'm really behind already if he's Terra, too. What Terra are you now, bud? Terra Ghost, okay. If I would have went for Astral Barrage, you would have got one-shotted into Bolivian, but holy fuck. Does nothing. Why isn't that doing that? That really doesn't do that much. Thought it would do more than that, but we still got the kill. Okay. Boosted Fairy Terra Draining Kiss. That does nothing. I think the problem with Draining Kiss too is like it's such a low base power move to where you need to be set up to finally actually start doing a lot of damage with it. You need to have like a +1 or +2 boost to start getting a lot of health and damage with it. Kind of a drawback, but if it's super effective, like it still does a lot of damage, but if it's like a neutral hit, it doesn't do much. What do I do here? I'm scarfed, so like I'm locked in. We're here gonna YOLO, and I'm gonna Astral Barrage, but I'm pretty sure I get faked out on this turn. Even if he goes for Grassy Glide, I don't know, I might not even live a Grassy Glide depending on his build, because Calyrex is really frail, so. And withdraw, okay. That way you can come in and get an Intimidate on me, that's why. That's fine. I should be able to get a shit ton of damage here, though. We'll find out if he's AV Rilla. That might be AV Rilla, because that doesn't do much. Unfortunately for him, he does not know I'm Choice Scarfed. So, like, I'm Choice Scarfed. If I wasn't, then I'd go for Close Combat. Like, I'm Choice, so I'm kind of fucked. I can't really do much. I could Draining Kiss here too, but like I don't know if Draining Kiss is really going to do that much to an Umbreon. I think I'm kind of better off just going for Astral Barrage, just trying to get some damage, but I think I'm going to double into the Umbreon here. He's going to withdraw again. Is this baiting the close combat? Is this what he's trying to do? I think it's just because he wants to try to intimidate spam me. I think that's why. I mean, the Urshifu was already fucking useless. Like, it doesn't do anything. It's already useless here. Like, I can't do shit. Especially when being intimidated. That does nothing. It wasn't doing that much damage to begin with anyways, even with Intimidates. I need a high roll here, though. I need a high roll to get a kill here. Okay, that's good. So little did he know there, he actually gave me a free kill, so that gives me a +1 boost, so that might be really bad for him. Now I'm at +1. I don't know what Umbreon even has for me. Like, what the fuck does Umbreon even do to me? Like, being Terra Fairy. Like, I don't even know what the fuck it does. Unless he has, like, I don't know if does Umbreon get Toxic still? I forgot if it does or not. I don't know. I'm just going to Surging Strikes the Umbreon for chip damage, like little tiny chip. And then I'm going to Astral Barrage at +1. He has Snarl, that's why. That's what he has. I don't know, from this range though, like, I think I should still be able to get a kill on the Rillaboom. It depends on his build, but like I should still be able to maybe get a kill here. I'm just gonna Astro Barrage again. Does a lot of damage. It's gonna be a roll whether or not I get a kill here. I get the high roll, so, or at least a decent roll to get a kill. It's gonna come down to me versus Umbreon. Now my +1 again, but he's gonna snarl me that back down to neutral. He misses. Oh, that's game. He misses the snarl. Isn't snarl? I think that's like 95% accurate. I think it is. So that's just really unlucky to be him. Sucks to be you, bud. He just surrenders. He's like, yeah, there's no fucking way I win now. There's no way I win. I give him props, so he tried. He really tried to battle against the CALYREX. He did pretty good. It would have been a little bit different there, too, if I wasn't Scarf or Shifu, because I would have been able to do a lot more damage. He tried playing against. He used whatever he had to try to play against, and he did pretty good. Talk a little bit about this team. Alright, as for this team, if you guys want a really good CALYREX team, I think this is a pretty solid team, or like at least for starting Regulation G, I think this is a pretty solid team overall, at least for like starting the regulation. So like as like the regulation goes on, usually the teams get improved a lot, but some really cool stuff on this team. I think the main things to take away from this are like some of the weaknesses that CALYREX does have. It's really weak to priority, so if you don't have the Psychic Terrain up, you kind of get fucked by priority. You need Psychic Terrain to try to stop the priority. If you don't have it, you kind of get screwed if they have a lot of priority. Stuff like Rillaboom, Sucker Punch from Chien-Pao without having Terrain. There's a bunch of other stuff too that has priority. Raging Bolt as well with like Thunderclap does over half, like 75% health to you, especially if they're at +1. So there's a lot of priority running around that can kind of deal with the CALYREX. I think another thing with the CALYREX too is like it does solid damage, but like unless it does super effective damage to you, like it really needs to get snowballed with like the Grimly Neigh to be able to get the +1 special attack boost. If it's not set up and it's only hitting you for like neutral damage, you're kind of able to eat some of the hits from it, especially if they're resisted or if you have stuff that can kind of deal with it that way, and you kind of double focus it down or try to focus the shit out of it. That's a lot of the stuff that people try to do versus me when I was trying to use this team. Another thing is Wide Guard. Wide Guard really shuts down the CALYREX because both of its main stab moves are spread moves. So if you're not able to spam your double spread moves, you're relying on Draining Kiss, which is like a base 40 or base 50 power fairy move that requires a Terra to at least do some damage, which really is not that good. That's just kind of the main thing. Gotta look out for the Wide Guard and that type of thing. Another thing with the CALYREX too, I think I would maybe even change is like Draining Kiss. I think if even on this build, like I understand why the Draining Kiss is there, so when you get set up and you get to like +1 or +2, then it starts doing actual solid damage. But up until that point, like if you just want like Terra Fairy like damage, I would actually even get rid of Draining Kiss for like Terra Blast, just for the higher base power and the more consistent damage. And a lot of the time for this, I would actually, at least in a lot of the matches I played with this team, Draining Kiss didn't really do much for me unless I started getting set up like with a +1 or +2 boost, because I wasn't really doing that much damage and I wasn't really getting that much health back anyways. So it was kind of a fairy move that it really didn't do much for me. A lot of the time I would rather just have Terra Blast in some of the games I played with this team, but then again I was playing against a lot of teams that actually had like decent checks to CALYREX, which kind of was unfortunate, because usually if you use the CALYREX-SHADOW Rider, you're going against teams that have nothing for it, and you're kind of just able to freely set up and sweep and kind of steamroll. I kind of got unlucky with like teams with Wide Guard and a bunch of other like stuff that had decent plays and kind of be able to play around me. So apart from that, the rest of the team's solid. Blood Moon Ursaluna is really standard, always solid mon. Scarf for Shifu, it's her Shifu. What can I say about that? Same with the Gallade, not too bad. More of a situational mon, mainly for like the Wide Guard. If you want like solid physical damage alongside the Indeedee, it's solid for that, but more of a situational mon. Apart from that, if you guys like the team, rental code up in the corner, pokepaste down below. I got a bunch more Regulation G stuff on the way if you guys don't want to miss it. Leave a like, subscribe, share the video. Really helps with the channel. Apart from that, I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for watching, everybody.